What's happening with the JMC accreditation? Stay tuned to hear from the National Accreditation Agency.
Blagoevgrad students are leaving after graduation. What is the city doing to keep them?
Students are here, spending money, spending time, spending their energy and resources. I would say they're the salt and pepper of our city.
Can new US visa rules make work and travel harder for students?
Smartphones and laptops. Are screens making students less focused? Some AUBG professors have already banned digital devices in their classes.
Even if they're taking notes, but especially if they're, say, gambling or shopping or whatever, people around them are also going to be distracted.
Are protein bars really that healthy? DeWired finds that some may have more sugar than a chocolate bar.
A new chef is stirring things up at AUBG's Hungry Griffin canteen. Meet the man behind the new menu and why students say that food has gotten much better. Hello everyone, and welcome to the second episode of our show, made by students for students. I am Harry Dikov.
And I'm Nevin Bushnakova. Stay tuned because DeWired starts right now. Students in Blagoevgrad are thought to be central to the town's economy. Statistics show that there were over 8,000 just 2 years ago, but the number has been declining in recent years.
Why are students leaving Blagoevgrad? And how are they contributing to the local economy? Here is what I found out. Blagoevgrad is the fourth largest student town in the country, after Sofia, Plovdiv and Varna.
It's a good town to study because it's calm and people can focus on their work while studying. However, when it comes to work, long-term people want more opportunities for development.
The average monthly salary in the Blagoevgrad region in the first 3 months of 2025 was 1,666 level. In comparison, the average for Bulgaria was 2,443 level.
Probably that's why most of the students leave the city because of their families or they have business before that.
Смята се, че в други градове заплащането е по-голямо, което според мен не е така. Благоевград е изключително способен град да приема много студенти след като завършат. Има доста нужда от работна ръка според мен.
In 2023, the overall unemployment rate in Blagoevgrad was around 6%. There were over 1,500 people aged under 29 years old in the town who were registered as unemployed. We asked Blagoevgrad's mayor Metodi Bajkushev about the role of students for the town's economy.
Students are here, spending money, spending time, spending their energy and resources. I would say they're the salt and pepper of our city. Students are here, so more or less they don't have a choice while they're here. I think we have a good combination of bars and restaurants, nightlife, also small businesses that provide different services here.
Yet, over a span of 9 years, the population in Blagoevgrad has decreased. Statistics show that there are around 2,500 fewer people in Blagoevgrad aged between 15 and 24.
The town has a lot to offer, and I believe that yes, businesses can do better to advertise their goods and services to students.
Businesses are mindful of the youth, but still don't see them as their main target audience.
Ако трябва да сравня между местните и студентите, бих казал, че местните са много по-голям процент, отколкото студентите. Чисто посещаване, да кажем, в нашето заведение.
Students are contributing to Blagoevgrad's economy. Many of them leave after graduating. Young people believe that the town has to offer more to keep them for the long term. From Blagoevgrad, this is Harry Dikov reporting. What is going on with the JMC accreditation? As we have reported, the program was denied accreditation in September, and the university now has 12 months to potentially get it back. How is that affecting students? DeWired reached out to the accreditation agency directly with key questions, and here are their answers. According to an email response from the National Evaluation and Accreditation Agency of Bulgaria, and I quote, AUBG has the right to continue to educate and issue Bulgarian diplomas to students admitted before September 19th, 2025, within the specified 12-month period until September 19th, 2026. In the meantime, the program can reapply for accreditation after addressing recommendations. According to the agency's email, changes to the Bulgarian Higher Education Act in 2020 introduced stricter requirements, particularly regarding faculty. The core issue is that the AUBG journalism department currently does not have the required number of habilitated professors, which is a required academic qualification in many European systems. If AUBG successfully executes the recommendation and receives the new accreditation before September 2026, the temporary denial should not affect students, as stated also in the email we received from the accreditation agency. JMC continues to hold its American accreditation.
As the US tightens its visa and immigration rules, concerns are growing among students about their chance to work and travel in America next summer. Our reporting shows that for now, the program is going ahead as usual with only minor changes tied to new security screenings.
Each summer, around 7,000 Bulgarians cross the Atlantic to work and travel, and since 2001, more than 120,000 students have taken part in the program. Hundreds of Bulgarians have already enrolled for summer 2026. According to Fletcher Land, an agency in Blagoevgrad, the only noticeable difference this year comes from a new layer of security, the so-called social media screening. US visa officers can now ask applicants to make their social media profiles public and review it as part of the background check.
I applied for my J1 student visa for an exchange semester. I'm going next semester. And what was different than the time I applied last summer for my work and travel J1 visa is that this time I had to wait 2 days for them to do my social media screening after the interview and before they issue my visa.
As promised, DeWired fact-checked President J.D. Mininger's claim from the last episode that the AUBG acceptance rate is around 40%. First, let's clarify. What is an acceptance rate? The number of applicants who are offered admission out of the total number of completed applications. So, for fall 24, that number is 88%, and it has been even higher, 99% for fall 23 and 94% for fall 22. Our deep dive into the data found that the acceptance rate mentioned in the interview by President Mininger, 41%, referred to the actual enrollment. In other words, both numbers are accurate, but they refer to different ratios. 88% of the applicants for this semester were offered admission, but only 41% chose to enroll at AUBG.
As schools start using more digital tools, educators warn of a growing side effect, a decline in focus and deep learning. Bulgaria is among the countries considering a complete ban of smartphones in schools, which was pushed back for January. But what is happening on university campuses? Is technology helping or harming our learning? Earlier this week, I talked with students and professors. From laptops and tablets to smartphones, screens are everywhere, even in class, but while they are meant to help, some professors say they might be doing the opposite. At AUBG, Professor Daniel Atzet has banned screens at his classes, hoping to bring back attention and real discussion.
I read somewhere that screens actually distract not only the people who are using them, but the people around them as well. So, like if someone's on their laptop, even if they're taking notes, but especially if they're, say, gambling or shopping or whatever, people around them are also going to be distracted.
Nathan is one of many students at AUBG who is taking a class where screens are off the table.
You pay a lot more attention with the no screens as well. I feel like you learn more. You kind of take away more from what he says.
Studies suggest taking notes by hand improves memory and comprehension, and experts warn that excessive screen use can even affect brain development in the long run.
The constant exposure to screens, especially to mobile phones, not so much TV, but still, leads to detrimental long-term effects, negative effects on the brain, on the nervous system, on the way that we develop our brain frontal cortex. And this, yes, it could be reversed to some degree often. Sometimes it cannot, but it's very hard. You need at least 6 months of complete technological detox to reset your brain. And who can afford 6 months of complete technological reset nowadays?
Still, some students have a hard time giving up their devices.
I'm for using screens in class because I prefer typing than writing by hand. So laptops are a must for me.
Technology can be very helpful and is very helpful, but we should not let it replace our own brain and thoughts.
For DeWired, this is Nevin Bushnakova reporting. Breast Cancer Awareness Month may have ended, including with activities on our campus, but every day 10 Bulgarian women hear that diagnosis. According to the World Health Organization, breast cancer is the most commonly diagnosed cancer in women. The risk group for breast cancer is women over 50, but in Bulgaria, cases amongst younger women are also rising. The chance of curing breast cancer if caught in the early stages is almost 100%. The 5-year survival rate lowers significantly with later stages. Medical professionals advise every woman to do a breast cancer checkup once every year. You should do a checkup at home every month by feeling your breast for anything unusual. The AUBG clubs, PCC and Olympics organized a breast cancer awareness campaign a few weeks ago. One of the initiatives was free checkups for students, which 42 girls attended. Don't forget to do your breast cancer checkup this year and remind the women you care about. This might save lives.
From snack aisles to gym shelves, high protein has become one of today's biggest buzzwords. But are consumers actually getting the benefits they're promised? Here is what our reporter Ioana Karagiorgieva found out.
Protein products are now a $25 billion industry, but do they really deliver what they promise? Recent research found that only about 2/3 of popular protein bars meet true high-protein standards, and nearly 30% contain more sugar than a regular chocolate bar.
Хората нямат нужда от добавки, съдържащи протеин. Ако си набавят протеина чрез храната, с яйца, с месо, с бобови култури, абсолютно нямат нужда от допълнителни добавки.
Experts also warn us to read the labels carefully when we're choosing a protein snack from the store.
If you look at the front, you see a high protein label, but if you look at the back at the nutritional facts, sometimes there is more sugar, carbs, and fats than protein, in fact. And also sometimes the nutritional facts are completely hidden.
For all fitness enthusiasts, hitting their protein goal is essential.
Well, without diving way too deep, protein isolate is maybe the highest quality protein you can get. I mean whey isolate, so it's animal based and it's lactose free, so pretty much everybody can take it. You can also eat a protein bar once in a while, but it shouldn't be your main source of protein because that's highly processed and not very healthy, but every once in a while it's completely fine.
So if many of these protein snacks are not that healthy, why do so many people buy them?
They generally use this as a marketing trick, and they say, it's even, it's upgraded. It's not just high protein, it's upgraded with this ingredient and this ingredient and this ingredient. But in fact, they just put these ingredients to mask the low quality protein that there is inside.
Some may be doing it intentionally, some may be just focusing on what is the key button that they need to push so that consumers react to a product offering.
So, before you grab that high-protein snack, be sure to check what's really inside, because you might be paying for the label, not the protein.
Whether you love or hate the food in the canteen, there is one person to blame. His name is Borislav Chervarov, the new chef at the Hungry Griffin, feeding hundreds of students a day, every day. Our reporter Gabriela Stefanova spoke to him to find out what hides behind the hat and the apron.
Готвачите и художниците винаги имат чувство за естетика, според мен, нали? Как да изглежда ястието. То с очите се храниш първо, след това с устата.
New year, new chef at the canteen. He tells us he knew he wanted to be a cook since he was a kid, but only recently he discovered another passion. His original paintings are now put for sale online in art collections and galleries. And to Chef Chervarov, it is all connected.
Да знаеш кой цвят, къде да го сложиш, примерно коя детелинка, къде да я сложиш, както в изкуството и в рисуването. Нали, всичко си има място. Всичко си има място и това място те определя какъв художник си, какъв кулинар си.
The dining department is short on staff as students get more and more every semester. Despite that, a survey we did showed that out of 37 students, 89 find an improvement in the food. The new chef has pushed for better quality products and proportionally low prices.
Трябва да изискваш да си обичаш работата и тогава нещата се получават. Основен принцип в това нещо, ако правиш нещо и искаш да ти се получи, трябва да го направиш с любов. Няма ли любов, нищо не става.
For DeWired with Love, Gabriela Stefanova reporting.
And with that, we wrap up our second episode of DeWired, AUBG's independent student-run newscast made for students by students.
Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and turn on your notifications so you don't miss out on our upcoming shows.
Like this video and leave us a comment down below. Your feedback and opinion help us grow and keep you informed.
Make sure to follow us on Instagram at DeWiredAUBG for any updates, breaking news situations, story teasers, and behind the scenes of our newsroom.
Thank you for tuning in and for supporting DeWired.
We will see you all next time, right here on DeWired.